Greetings everyone, my name's Dom and I'll be your host for today. So it's the holidays, you can finally have a break from all those exams. I mean, who needs them, right? Everyone, don't worry, I feel you. I would just love to say that the growth right now of the channel is literally insane. You guys are generally the best. And I released my 100 sub special literally like less than a week ago. And we're nearly already at 200 subs. That's just totally insane. You guys could run that last little marathon and get the channel to 200. That would be amazeballs. Anyway, other than from that insanely bent intro, let's kick off the holiday with why I think PC is better than console. In my opinion, there are better exclusives and there's more games on PC. Now, more games is generally a fact. There's hundreds of thousands of titles, whereas for next gen, there's only like, I don't know, a couple thousand, I guess. So there's always that. There's like a massive library that you can use. You can go on Steam, you can go on all these indie sites, there's Kickstarter, there's Humble Bundle, there's all of these amazing games and more are getting made every single second. You get a PC, you have to take part in this because if you don't, you're generally missing out. Anyway, so it's also easier and in some cases free to record either PC and online games or just your desktop if you want to do like PC tutorials like I do. It's a lot harder to record with, say, an Xbox or a PS4 because you need to get a capture card or you need to plug your console into your PC. I'm not sure how that works exactly. I think you also still need a PCIe capture card if you don't know what that is. And don't worry, it's just one you stick into the, the central bit inside the PC. I'm just trying to be the least technical I can possibly be right now. Another thing, free online. This is amazing, right? So PS3 had free online. PS4 doesn't, unfortunately. Doesn't affect me. Didn't have a PS3. Don't have a PS4. Don't really care, to be honest. I did have a 360 and the original Xbox. Both were pretty good consoles, actually. I did enjoy gaming on them insanely. But I just thought, time to move to PC, and tell you what, I still have not regretted my move at all. The next one is fairly obvious, I guess. There's countless videos on YouTube showing all the latest games and comparing it from PC to console. And that's generally also next gen and previous gen consoles. PC will always have better graphics. It will. You can't beat it. Console will be upgrading every 7 to 8 years, whereas PC components, they're coming out every few months. Like, you could expect a 980 Ti to be out by the time you watch this video. This video is getting recorded on the 15th of February, by the way. So, yeah, there's always that. Also, there's Star Citizen. Speaking of better graphics, Star Citizen is literally visual wank. It is absolutely amazing. I really want it, but I kind of want to get GTA 5 right now. It's going to be great to record and it has mods, which I'm going to talk about later. So, yeah. If you have not seen Star Citizen, I'll put up some screenshots and link a few videos in the description for you to go check it out. But, goddamn, you need to check that out. So, consoles have also been sort of limited to 30 and in some cases also 60 FPS. Like with the new Battlefield games, I think they're in 60 FPS. But with PC, you can go up to 144 FPS if your monitor supports it. Now, you do have to have a decent graphics card. Mine can go up to 250 FPS if you lower the settings a little bit. So it's not hard to go up to a lot higher FPS than just 60. But again, you do need to buy a monitor that can, support it. But they're not actually that expensive. You can get one for about 150 quid these days. Anyway, I also love the feeling that you're not confined to the same shitty graphics for 8 years. You can upgrade whenever you want. And that can be like 3 to 4 years and, not the 6 months that every single arrogant person who plays on a console and has never actually played on a PC always thinks has to happen. They always think, oh, because games are so much better on PC because they look so much more amazing, you always need the latest technology to, make it run. No, it's not the case. 3 to 4 years is generally what you want if you have gotten a new graphics card. Just wait 3 or 4 years and upgrade it again. Speaking of upgrading, it's a lot easier to do that and also maintain and repair. It's also, in most cases, free. If you get a console and it has, say, the Red Ring of Death like the 360 did, then you'll have to send it off to God knows where in like Bangladesh or Pinocchio land, wherever the fuck it came from, just to get it fixed. That's kind of annoying. With this, not only can you still use your PC while you're sorting out, say, a graphics card, because you don't actually need a graphics card for your PC to run, but you can also just upgrade it really easily. You just slot in a new one and bang, you're done. So that's just a massive advantage compared to console where you're very limited. I think the PS4 you can upgrade the hard drive to an SSD, but that's about it. Anyway, there's a massive range of PC cases to make your PC look absolutely beautiful. Now, my PC case is amazing, in my opinion anyway. I'll show you some pictures of my PC that I have, bearing in mind that these pictures, they are not actually accurate to what it looks like now. I'll actually take a picture of it after I film this video and put it up in editing, like, I don't know, some kind of magic stuff on the screen. So that's what my PC looks like now. It does look really nice. You can always upgrade your case to get one with better airflow, because they're not always about aesthetics, they're also about performance as well, which is great. And also, right, so a lot of people tend to disagree with me on this, especially if they're on console, and they always think that a controller is far more superior to keyboard and mouse, and keyboard and mouse must be highly uncomfortable. Well, that's not generally the case. If you find the right mouse that fits your hand well, then it can be extremely, really comfortable. Like, I have a £20 Perex MX2000 gaming mouse. It has all the buttons that I need, left and right scroll wheel click, 3 thumb buttons, which I use all the time when I'm gaming. The only button that I don't use is my ring finger. That one's completely pointless to me. But that mouse costs 20 quid, and it's really comfortable. I can nail headshots if I'm sniping as easy as banoffee pie. Just check out this shot I got in Hardline where I nailed 2 headshots in 1.
Got that one.
Yeah. Keyboard and mouse is a lot more accurate than a controller. You may think a controller is a bit more accurate than keyboard and mouse, because most likely you've been playing with aim assist on. Turn it off and, you'll just see the results instantly. But, speaking of a controller, the fact that you can plug in a controller when playing a game like Assassin's Creed is always extremely handy. And, who doesn't want to game on a controller when you just want to sit back and relax on your sofa, which I actually have in my room now, so I can actually do that right now. If I wanted to, I could just go sit on my sofa and game like I do on my console, or like I did on my console. So yeah, that's always something. Also, monitors that you use for TV for your PC, despite being able to use TVs as well, they're a lot better than TVs. They have faster response times, they're not as expensive, they have different technologies built for PC, and it's just a lot better. People think, oh, well, monitors are really small. You can get massive monitors. You can get 32-inch monitors, you can get 40-inch monitors. I don't know why you'd want a 40-inch monitor, but I'm pretty sure you can get it. And, everyone can be happy if you just want a couch game. And you don't even have to have a controller when you're couch gaming. You don't. You can just get a tray or something and put your keyboard on it and put your mouse on it and just game like that. It's not hard. Anyway, yeah, so as I was saying before, the monitors can go up to 144 Hz, 1 millisecond response time, and much higher resolutions, which takes advantage over, say, a PS4, because most games either go up to 900 or 1080p at most, never beyond that. And so, with a PC, if your graphics card support it, which pretty much all the graphics cards do these days, you're gonna be fine. Literally fine just to game at a higher resolution. Maybe if you dumb down the settings a little bit, but it's a lot nicer. Another thing that I prefer for PC rather than console is the more mature age group. Now, I prefer to be playing with 15 to 20-year-olds that know what they're doing, know their way around, say, a map and get to play it, and not 12-year-olds that constantly remind me that they fucked my mum 20 times in her arse crack last night. I don't want to hear that. It's just completely immature and unnecessary, especially when you're trying to play a game like Armor or, I don't know, something like that. Especially Armor. Like, you'd get shouted out and kicked out the server if you ever were like that immature. But yeah, so that's always a great advantage, you know, more mature players on PC. And also, you know, the fact that it is actually a PC, that just sprung to my mind. The fact that you, excuse me, the fact that you can actually do your homework, you can edit videos, you can browse the web, and that massive database of porn. I mean, I know you can watch some porn on Xbox and PS4, but it's just not the same experience. I mean, who wants to be caught in the living room jacking off to Pornhub? Especially if it's gay porn, that would be like really, really awkward if you're into that kind of shit. But, you know, if you have a PC, it's a lot more private, I guess. So, yeah, you can do that. And mods! Modding Skyrim is so goddamn fun. All the graphics EMBs, all the, you know, flying Thomas the Tank Engines just roaming around the map and wrecking up your shit. It's just amazing. If you've never seen a Skyrim modded video before, I have actually recorded 2 I could upload. But, yeah, if you've never seen one of them before, goddamn, you have to go watch it. It will literally change your mind about everything. And a little common misconception between mods and hacking is that they're 2 completely different things. Right, so on console you get tons of hackers that just like roam around in like Call of Duty, get like insta headshot hacks and stuff, and balls spaghetti, you know, they're getting fucking kills across the map, and you see it in their kill cam, you're just like, god damn, wish, you know, that wasn't on. I wish that wasn't on like fucking console, because it does ruin the experience, and I have to say, there's a lot less of that on PC. I used to experience that on console all the time, when you just get killed endlessly by swarms and swarms of hackers, and the modded games in like MW2 and World at War were just pointless, and they weren't fun at all. Bearing in mind, some of them actually were quite fun, but who wants to like, just whenever you walk into like a zombie in World at War, their head just instantly explodes. Like, there's no point in trying to actually play the game if their heads just explode. What's the problem with that? Speaking of Steam and, you know, hackers and stuff, the online service, in this case Steam, has never actually had a security breach or been hacked. I know there's a lot of DDoS attacks the other day made on Microsoft and Sony's part, but it never actually got to Steam. I believe they actually tried to get into their servers and hack it, but they never got through. Steam is that secure. You can leave your bank details in there, you can leave all of your games without even worrying about losing them, which is a lot easier, I guess. Speaking of games, as you will probably know on PC, are a lot cheaper. They're a lot cheaper. I mean, goddamn. When a new game comes out for PC, especially if you're going to pre-order it, it will generally be about 10% cheaper. So say on console, like, it's usually about £45, I think it is, to pre-order a game. On PC, the retail price for it will be £35 if you want to get it off Steam. They will also have an additional 10% off, a little bonus if you pre-order it as well. And you'll generally receive a few like little DLC items to get you started in the game and stuff like that. That happened for GTA 5. Unfortunately, it ended on the 2nd or the 3rd of January. That's why I couldn't get in on it. But you know what? I don't really mind, to be honest. I just kind of want to see if GTA 5 is a good port. It should be. I shouldn't actually have much of a doubt when if I am actually going to pre-order it, but I'm just gonna wait just in case. I never really pre-order AAA games anymore, just in case it's shit and they're a shit port and stuff, which is sort of like a con for PC gaming, is the ports are fucking shit. Well, some of them from Ubisoft and Treyarch and Activision, mostly those companies. God damn, they need to learn how to make a PC game. Just goddamn. But apart from that, other ports from console generally seem to be a lot better. So the last few is more customization for it, and that goes for like your desktop. Like you can actually go into Photoshop and make whatever picture you want. You can put porn up on your desktop, and you know it'll be great. But not just on the desktop. I mean internally in your PC. You can customize your PC and make it look sick. You can have like water cooling. You can have like LED lights in that bitch. You can fucking jazz hand that shit up. You can fucking make it look like, I don't know, some hillbilly just found a pot of gold, or an Irishman with Guinness and a pot of gold. Just let that sink in for a moment. So, other than more customization, what else is there? You may ask. Now, better mic quality over, in-game chat and stuff. It is so annoying when you're going to watch a video and they have in-game chat and it sounds like complete arse. It does. When you're on a console, in-game chat sounds like complete arse. And that's so annoying. I mean, I know some YouTubers actually they record the call with Skype on their computer, and then they record the actual game separately, so that it gets a lot easier just to do that rather than not, I guess. So yeah, that's another benefit for PC. Now, this thing is generally a myth, one of the biggest myths I see all the time in a comment section, saying, well, my console is much cheaper than your $1 million, or I've actually seen $10,000 gaming PC. They say you have to fork out at least $2,000 just to game at ultra settings. No, you don't. You generally don't. You are literally being the biggest, arrogant, and dumb, unsocial shit in the world. Literally. I'm not kidding at that. It is so dumb. Alright, so, my PC is 450 quid, right? That's like $680 or something like that off the top of my head. I don't really know what it is actually right now, but it's somewhere around there, I think, anyway. My PC is 450 quid, sorry. And if you look at my channel, I have a Battlefield 4 test up on it at the moment. I do have another one coming out shortly. And I get 70 to 120 at times frames per second. 70 to 120, and that's consistent. It doesn't generally go below 60. I barely ever see it go below 60. And on Battlefield 3 it's even better. It sticks around 100 to 130. That's just insane. I only spent 450 quid on mine. You can spend a little bit less and get that 60 FPS sweet spot for ultra settings. And that was at ultra settings, by the way. I even showed it in the video. You don't need to spend thousands and thousands of pounds or thousands and thousands of dollars on a PC. You just don't. It's just a massive myth. You don't. I'll even provide a part picker link to my PC if you want to buy it. Again, the prices for all the components will go up and they may go down, and it just all depends when you're buying it, really. Yeah, I will link the specs in the description if you want to check them out. But that's kind of it. I really don't know what else to say. That's generally all why I prefer my PC over any next-gen console any day. Especially as all the next-gen, console sort of peasants, they're just so arrogant when it comes to arguing. And they always just blame it on, PC Master Race people. This generation sometimes, people. This generation. But alas, that's all she wrote. If this helped you to some degree, then show your appreciation by tapping that like button. I love your face. I love your face. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone. And a quick note, let me just remind you once again, if we could get this video to 10 likes, that would be absolutely insane. Like, really, really good. Thanks a lot, guys. Remember, hit that subscribe button if you're feeling up to it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.